Welcome and thanks for stopping by. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal channel. Day trading for an ROI payout. Just my trade journal. It's all about rule-based price action trading for me. Daily affirmation, I see it and understand. Rigid discipline and rules, flexible and outcome expectations, independent thinker, impeccable risk manager, precision-based trader, responsible business manager. And what we've got is Friday, August 25th, price action order flow levels. And we have Fed Chair Powell Catalyst at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Technically, it seems like they're saying it's 10:05 to be exact. What I've got are three charts here. The left two are NASDAQ on the far left. The middle is the E-mini S&P 500. And the DXY on the far right is the US dollar. So let's start with that. The far right US dollar has broken 104 and continues to climb up. As long as that's climbing up, again, as I mentioned in previous videos, including last night's, that you basically don't have the opportunity for the equity indices to stay elevated. And that's exactly what happened. The prior day had the largest down candle of the month for a displacement lower, both on the S&P 500 and on the NASDAQ 100. A lot of people, I'm sure, got caught off sides, and the question is, what comes next? For me, is for Digital Micro, the trader, not the analyst, to probably not push any buttons. Just let the news on whatever catalyst is going to come out of Jackson Hole, Fed Powell's mouth, let it lie, let it go into the silver bullet AM, and then see how we close. I'd rather take it up on Monday and just protect capital, both mental and financial. That is the trade plan. Noting here, this is a very large displacement on the 24-hour, and I am not expecting the opposite where we go green by the same upside value. No knife catching for me. But let's go to the other charts and see on an intersession basis what might levels be on retracements up and lower levels down. Next chart, 15-minute benchmark, smaller time frame. And what you've got here is the London silver bullet, 3 to 4 a.m. And below it, New York midnight open, 43.8725. New York midnight open. London comes in at 43.87. So again, one tick difference between these two prices. Yesterday, when I gave the video numbers out, they were exactly the same. So that's telling us something. And what I've got right here is a yellow rectangle. That is a new day open gap level that I'm going to watch. So far, prices being above this level. And then below that, we have the new week open gap for August 21st. When we started the week, the low and the high were right here. And you can see how price candle bodies closed at these levels here. So I'm marking the low of the Globex low down here with this lower blue line. And then notice the candle bodies totally respecting this new week open gap low, August 21st. So these are the key levels, again, below. We break them and we could go much lower. So what I'm going to do here is pause and just go above to show what the levels are above. Okay, this monthly fair value gap is this sort of light orange zone, and we're in it, okay? So that's a really big deal to clear above it. Right here, this red line is August 23, RTH open. Above it, we've got this 4-hour fair value gap that is quite large. The top of this rectangle here, I'm just going to draw it out a little bit, is coming in at 44.50.51 and change. And the lower part is 44.14.75. So could we go there? Sure, we could. But the question is, do they drive it up and keep it up for the balance of Friday after the Powell talk? So I'm not going to speculate. I'm just pointing out this is a level that we need to overcome, because Thursday, this was just giant on the downward movement. So again, we had a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency on the 4-hour, and then we created this fair value gap. So that's the levels above. Below this low here on the blue line, we've got a previous weekly discount wick 50% at 43.66, and the consequent encroachment several days ago where we did hit at 43.46, and then below that I've got daily fair value gap and weekly fair value gap, and those come into the 42s, low 43s. So that's basically the range that you can see on the 15-minute. Next chart. Renko with the Keltners, red Keltner coming in at 43.93.25. You can see price finally getting up to tagging it, hanging around there at that zip code, and currently going above it. And you can see the prior day, lower blue Keltner, lower blue's way down here at 43.69.50. Upper blue is tagging that lower 4-hour fair value gap I was just talking about. That's coming in at 44.17.25. So these are kind of the standard deviation barriers on a Keltner, and I've overlapped time-based price action order flow levels on a non-time based chart just to give me a feel and a vibe on where we're at. So no trading in the middle here, not on a Friday after a huge displacement day lower on, the largest down day of the month. That's a wrap. I'm going to be just cautious, but I'm going to tape read on the key times. I'm going to watch what Powell says, see how price reacts. No predictions here, but I don't see an edge right here that's jumping out, and this Renko here confirms it. Take care. Aloha. Bye.